time.
Spread it thick, don't let it flop. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to more Keyforge live stream. Super excited. We got Magic Duck back,
Hello, everyone.
and we're just talking about tokens of change in Aember Skies. I'm already gonna say winds of change
Oh, yeah.
because or like Amber change. I don't know. There's just too much airiness in all of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, decks or sets have been out for a little bit now, and we've gotten the chance to play a decent amount. Still opening decks. We're gonna do our first sealed alliance on Monday, which should be really fun at our locals.
Oh, yeah, for the pre-release.
I am really interested. We haven't talked about this yet. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about what you're gonna be looking for in sealed alliance for Aember Skies.
I haven't played a ton of Aember Skies. We play it pretty frequently in local since we've gotten it, but I don't know if I've seen like a good variant. I've seen some very crazy stuff that I've played online. Like we were just talking about brainstem antenna
Yeah.
and like Dr. X just being crazy. And then if you throw in a couple of Mars house enhancements on creatures, that just makes extra value there, right? But I feel like that's pretty, it's on the rare enough side, so I shouldn't expect to open, or shouldn't, I could hope to open that, but I don't know if I'm gonna, it's realistic to get it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I want some logos because I want some efficiency in there. Dis seems to have the most board control, and then Skyborn with all the steel
Yeah.
might be
So-
the ideal fit, but
It's really tough. So
Yeah.
because you mentioned logos, and logos to me is just like the fact that it has so little creature control is just really rough. Because I think
Yeah.
the one thing we've seen with this with Amber Skies specifically is like the same deck can feel very swingy from game to game.
yeah.
And a lot of times that's because your opponent plays 3 creatures turn 1 and you just do not have an answer.
Yeah.
And so I think that's going to be a big part of it. But I think there's going to be some of those like sneaky cards too that like if your opponent is playing around them or chooses not to, like clipped wings, right? Like is it worth playing around clipped wings or just going for it?
Yeah, I mean, depends where you're at in the state, but if in the board state, you're saying should I play around it not knowing whether or not my opponent has it, since we are playing sealed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, especially since it's a common.
Yeah. Because I've opened, I think, 2 different decks with. Oh, I'm trying to think. I know I have at least one with 3. Dave has the one with 4. So like, yeah, they're common, and even without the archive hate,
Yeah,
they are just disruptive, right? Purging cards from hand.
I guess the strategy there, in my opinion, is just maybe having just 1 or 2 that you wouldn't mind getting shuffled back in, but I maybe try not having like a strategy dependent archive.
Yeah.
But
Welcome in, Cat Marrow. Good to see you here. I got to see or listen to you and June talking through Alliance. That was a great podcast. Which, if anyone hasn't seen that yet, June is doing a podcast, The Rule of 6.
Yeah.
It's been some good stuff so far.
Yeah. I need to. I've listened to the first episode and half of the second. I need to finish.
Yeah, the last one was just on Alliance, and it's just one of those formats that people kind of like to hate on it, and it's very fun for a lot of Keyforge players,
Yeah.
right? And so it's one of those things where it's like the way it was introduced soured people to it probably more than it needs to be soured towards now.
Yeah, I'm curious, like if we weren't in the context of like Keyforge is not an official game, it's hanging in the balance of not existing anymore. Oh, Keyforge exists again, and now we have this new format that's being thrown at it. I think people at the time, right, just wanted things to kind of go back to normal, and there was just like a lot of things.
Too much new at once.
Yeah.
But the comment about Arcanometer, I don't know how you say that. Arcanometer.
Acronometer?
Which one is that? Is that the Logos one with the misprint?
Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't played with or against that card yet. I know what it
Same.
does. And I've seen ones with house enhancements on them.
Can you remind me what it does?
So it's just a Logos artifact action during your opponent's next turn. Every time they play a card, they lose an Amber. So think about that having a house enhancement. And you're actioning that 2 out of like 2/3 of the game if
Yeah.
you find it early, and they don't have artifact control. And that's the other thing. There's not a ton of artifact control in this set.
Yeah, I think Aember Animating Force is back, right?
That's rare though.
Yeah.
Strange Gizmo. So we did a single deck sealed last Monday, and I lost to Strange Gizmo. I think twice. Both Matt and Dave had him, but Matt played his very early in the game, and I was playing the Flint's Treasure, like the Treasure Island cycle, and I lost all of it. And it just like I needed that to stay in that game because that was some of my artifact control. Destroy Them All is a good one. And then there's like the Equidon guy, but he needs to stay on the board. And that's kind of
the mech guy or whatever, right?
I can't remember their names, but he's like 3 power 4 armor.
Yeah.
And it's like after fight, you destroy an artifact.
Yeah, I think it's destroy an artifact. There's another Equidon creature that I think after reap you take control of an artifact from your opponent, and it's considered House Equidon.
And then there's another one that you swap him with one of your opponent's creatures, and then you can use that creature this turn.
Yeah, there's
those guys are like exactly the same to me.
Yeah. I think it would have been kind of fun if there was a little bit more artifact control with the animator running around, and then you could be like, I turn your creature into an artifact, and now I can destroy it. But
right,
yeah.
like that's and so that's where the one I do have a de-animator with animating force, and that just creates ridiculous stuff.
So funny.
Because like, was that against? No, that was when I think we were playing with. I think that was against Austin, maybe.
Okay.
So one of these streams, I was able to de-animator his Black Tempest, and then animating force at the next turn, use it, and then he used the Skyborn card that takes control of your opponent's middle creature, and it was in the middle. So he then took it back and fought with it. That was awesome.
That's crazy. So was de-animator out when all this was still happening?
Stayed out. And it has to. Well, actually, once it came back with the animating force, it might have died after that. But then it just stays a creature with the animating force on it.
Yeah.
So then I think he had a way to move my battle line, so he got it to the middle, and then, but that might not have been on the stream. I'm trying to remember, but that definitely happened, and it was so awesome.
Black Tempest is no joke. Like it's
Yeah.
What is it? 5 power, 3 armor, or 2
armor and 2 hazardous. Do I have that in here? No, I have that in one of these. Maybe. I don't know if that's one of the decks I'm playing today, but anyways, what do you want to play first? I think we're both leaning towards more tokens decks today than maybe Aember Skies, but
yeah. Although now we're talking about Aember. Let's roll for it. Actually,
roll. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Let me see what I have here. So I have so these 2 are Aember Skies. This is tokens.
Well, I was going to say we can do even tokens, odds, Aember Skies, or we can play.
We don't necessarily. Yeah, I feel like we've done enough of like interset. I think this Monday is going to show us a lot about sealed, because that's the other big thing I really want to know for KFC is how does 3-deck sealed alliance work with Aember Skies, because I am terrified.
Same.
But I might just roll 1, 2, 3, 4 and see which deck I'm playing.
Okay, I'll do the same. 1 through 4 over here.
I'll just roll that off.
I got 3
off screen again. Okay, you guys can't see it. I rolled a 2 because I just cannot roll in the middle.
Oh, I don't think y'all saw me either. You'll just have to trust that I got a 3.
Okay, so I'm on K Chiron. So this is an Aember Skies. This is Veil of Ectoplasm with Crepuscular Rays. It's not my 14 capture pit deck with Crepuscular Rays. I really like that card. I've opened it a lot, which probably makes me like it more. Rays are always fun. I've been enjoying it a lot.
Rays is a lot of fun. I can't.
This is not that deck. You're
in luck.
Yeah, this is not that deck. I lied. This is actually a Treasure Island deck. But it has double Narplet, so lots of creatures that you're gonna want to kill. And if I get the Treasure Island stuff going early, then killing them is very bad for you. So
this is gonna be very bad for me then. Very little creature control in this deck.
I don't know if this deck is good at all. It just looks very fun.
This deck is a lot of fun because I actually get a lot of Geistoid enhancements in my Logos pod. And so I get to do Logos and Geistoid things at the same time. So 3 Ezra Paz, won't complain. And then I don't have Crepuscular Rays, but I do have the new rare Geistoid creature. I don't know how to pronounce this guy.
Oh, Janiri.
Janiri. Yeah. Each creature with amber on it gains after reap. Move 1 amber from this creature to your pool. So it's very, very slow Capuscular
Oh,
Raise.
sweet. There we got it. Okay, what's yours?
Here, I'll just...
Is it scanned?
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of your...
This is actually one of my
customs?
name decks, yeah.
Whitkind Jr. I spell that right? Whitkind Jr.
You did? This is scanned, right?
May not be. Let me try
I
that.
could have
There
sworn I
might be too many
scanned
weird.
it. Could have sworn I scanned almost all of my decks.
Let's see if there's any other cabin dignitaries. No, I don't think it's scanned.
I'm pretty sure I scanned this because I thought I'm able to see this in decks of Keyforge, yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if it has.
Yeah.
I wonder if Archon Matrix has issues with the name decks or the custom ones.
Maybe.
But anyways,
What is
it
it?
is D. Whitkind Jr. Cabin Dignitary. If anyone else wants to look that up.
Yeah. I'll try to post it in the chat on my own.
Janiri is a really interesting one because there's Veil of Ectoplasm, and then there's also well, I guess that doesn't really combo with what's the card? A Strong Feeling, right? Because it takes the amber off anyways. But with house enhancements, all those cards that like do stuff with captured amber are just so much better when you get like the house enhancements on creatures and stuff, because it's just like there's just such a better chance of you getting to use those creatures again.
Yeah.
I just really like. I think it's there are gonna be decks that over house enhance, and those will probably be brutal, like that one JM's got. I almost beat it. I was so close.
I am definitely not bitter at all, but I gave him that
you
deck
gave
deal.
I forgot about that. That is brutal.
Definitely not bitter at all. I don't want to hear it otherwise. But yeah, no, it's a cool deck.
Okay. Odd or even?
Even.
You're going first.
Solid.
Got everything here. Good to go.
All right.
These are so slippery. So I've only played this one once. I think I just opened it at a locals and played it once and was like, this is something I should try again. But I'm gonna mulligan that.
I think I keep this.
So I'm curious, Cat Marrow, if you've been playing around with, I'm sure you have some Aember Skies Alliances. I think that's of the two between tokens. I don't know. I think Aember Skies Alliances I'm more scared of for like worlds than I would. Maybe
I don't know.
Good enough. Tokens to me, like the good stuff in there, feels like it has to have time to set up. Which it can get if you get things like triple Mark of Dis, right? That slows your opponent down. But like the thing with the problem with that is some alliance decks just don't care about Mark of Dis because they just don't care about playing creatures, right?
Yeah.
Or they're only playing 2-power creatures that are milling half their deck. But like the Sky Beasts, well, especially like the Amber Drakes, I think you get Amber Drakes with what's the card? Final
That's
Refrain or
my
whatever.
deck. I'm royal purple for people who don't know.
Just to make it as confusing as possible, I'll put another line in your name text on there. Okay. That's...
Yeah, I've been trying to think about alliances, but maybe I just don't have enough experience with the set. Maybe I haven't opened enough. I just haven't thought of any good ideas besides what's out there, like Final Refrain and Drake's, right? Like Logos Hologramophone. Cool. And this Hologramophone has a Geistoid enhancement.
Yeah. So, yeah. House enhancements on artifacts is just kind of that next level.
It really makes
until
them
it's
so
an
much
artifact
better.
that doesn't have an action.
Yeah.
And they're just like, whatever. I'm going to go Geistoid and I'm going to play 2 Haunting decks for 2 Amber. And are you putting it on that side? I don't know if we can see it on that side. Might need to be. Yeah, just for fun there. I'll back up. Back to you.
All right. I'll call Geistoid. I'll start with Junk Restoration. See, I really want to start with that Eureka, but it's fine.
Ghost in the Sun is a really interesting card too.
It's just an Amber Pip for me here, but
And discarding their Eureka if you don't take that. It's interesting. Oh my gosh.
I think I will take the Eureka. I think I just get value from it later. I'll play Energy Vampirism for the Amber since you didn't play any creatures, you coward. I'll play Janiri, Stratowise, Parabite. Parabite will let me capture on Stratowise. And we'll Hologramophone Janiri.
Let's see. I don't know if I have quite the Amber control or the creature control that I need either here. So I'm gonna play this just because I just realized how it works and it's hilarious, but I won't actually get to use the stuff off of it, and it might be really sketchy to do this. I'm gonna play Persephone. I'm gonna play a Doppelganger. So how this would work is
For
at
you.
the start of my turn,
Yeah.
before the Forge a Key step, I can make this a copy of this, and my keys will cost -4. Now, you just did this stupid thing, and I don't get to do that. Well, I'm gonna have to do that anyways, but I basically will have to try to kill them before you get a free key.
Yeah. Well, this doesn't carry on to my turn, does it? Or it only changes?
Oh, it is just for the remainder of their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. I like that
That's
a lot.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I've not seen that before. Oh, you. Had to go and spoil it.
I think I'll go Geistoid. How can I not? I'll play Junk Restoration.
See,
Gain an
this is-
Amber.
I just never. I'm so sick of Geistoid. Actually, I actually like Geistoid in this set a lot, but not the old stuff like this.
Discard Red Baron from the discard pip. Ghoul Keeping
And
against all flags. I think I gotta get the Ghoul Keeping.
Yeah, cool, whatever.
Let's. I'm gonna have Janiri fight the Doppelganger.
Okay.
Just so that way that's no longer a threat for me. Reap with Stratowise. Gain an Amber. I discard card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will not be haunted. I think it was wrong to because Eureka. I was too full of hubris there. This will move to my pool. And then I'll Reap with Parabite. Let's.
So,
I'll capture on Stratowise.
so
Hologramophone.
if you would
Janiri
like,
again.
you can capture it here, and then it gains this after Reap effect. Actually, your creatures have this effect anyways, so you can do this to capture first and then steal it.
I will keep that in mind. It's not going to matter because I'm going to play Ghoul
Oh my
Keeping.
gosh! Would you stop?
I'm going to ready
You
Stratowise.
played 14 Geistoid cards already.
Yeah. To be fair, one of them was also a Locust card.
To be fair,
Move this
it's
to my
not fair.
pool. And I have to discard a card. Do Chandler.
And I also don't have a way of killing Persephone here, do I?
I am now haunted, but you have no Ember's Camp. I'll pass check at 10. But this is like Aember Skies, right? Like out of nowhere, I somehow bursted to 10 Amber with 3 creatures.
It's not out of nowhere.
I feel like it's out of nowhere.
You played 3 creatures, I didn't kill them, and you've already played like double Junk Restoration with some discard pips to basically only get more Geistoid. Like that's just what Geistoid does with those kind of cards, right? This is really interesting. So you're at I think that does enough here. I need to try and kill my Persephone. Is that worth you not fortune? It is. Okay, we're gonna call Brobnar. We're gonna play Narplet, deal a damage there. I'm gonna play this sad Naguyani, who's gonna deal 4 damage to my Persephone.
Okay.
And then Persephone is gonna fight Junior.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn. You can forge for 6.
Go forward for 6. Just reminding myself before I
I
commit
need
to
more
a
coffee.
key. I'm gonna force the red key first.
I love Narplet though. So this deck has 2
I do love
Narplets in it, which
Narplet,
is
yeah.
one of the things that I think in sealed Narplet will be filthy. I don't know if in Archon it really does a whole lot. I guess it's kind of like Rhea, where you can drop it on a flank and then just like fight with all those creatures if they're all dying in the fights. There was no, I couldn't do it that way. I was gonna say I could have scrapped this to deal 2 to each flank, which would have also killed him and removed the ward, but then I don't kill Persephone, so just a bummer.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Geistoid one more time here.
You in here
let's-
somewhere? Those 2 junk restorations, I might. I can't flip this table because it's too big, but
Oh, I do have it in here somewhere. I'm gonna play Minerva's Wings. The logos card, but has a Geistoid enhancement.
oh, that's the action draw too.
Yeah, I'll put it on Stratowise. Gain an Amber. This creature cannot fight or reap. Gains action, draw 2. So I'll action, draw 2. I
You drew the in
will
here somewhere. How much do you want to bet?
play Colonel Slime. Let's discard Sulking Saboteurs. Play Colonel Slime. Play in here somewhere. This feels very GR.
This feels like
Um,
I should have cut better.
so I think I'll actually take
I have.
Rule Keeping. And do I take the Junk Restoration? Sure. Kind of want Janiri also, but
You checked you were
That's
haunted,
fine.
right? And
yeah.
assume you were.
Yeah.
Played 2 junk
1, 2,
restorations
3, 4,
already.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12, 13. Yep. Cool beans. Check at 7.
Are you gonna ward?
I am gonna ward. Thank you, sir. Such a kind
No,
sir.
it's just- We're trying to test the decks, not the players here, right? That's what the Tabletop Royale would always say. They want the best plays, not best players necessarily. We already know they're good players. They're
Yeah.
tested. Okay, we're gonna go Skyborn. Can at least stop the key here. We are gonna against all flags. So gain 1, steal 2.
I didn't even think about archiving Skyborn. Just guys would so
Who
good.
needs to? Yeah, this is sad. We'll play Flint's Legend just for the Amber. I do really like that card. Play Red Baron. Your red key is forward, so I don't have the steal, but he is elusive. Naguyani is gonna fight Parabite, and when I do that, I can deal 4 to a creature. So I'll go ahead and rip the ward off there. And then we'll play Red Skies. Move a friendly Skyborn creature to a flank and ready it. If a red key is forged, repeat the preceding effect. So I can move this over here and ready it, and then I can repeat that, except nothing else is Skyborn. I don't know why it's Skyborn.
Yeah.
Except that house enhancements exist. But it does make me sad. Actually, I think
I mean,
makes more sense
it
to
only-
leave it over here.
It only readies it. It doesn't ready and use.
Right, that's the problem. So I can't use the same creature twice with it.
Yeah.
So I have to have another creature to be able to target with it. I mean, the reap effect doesn't matter too much here. I need to stem the bleeding with this guy. So we're just going to fight here. Okay, I'll take 2. And pass back.
Okay. Let's go logos. I'll
Different
play
house.
placeholder.
Okay.
Move a creature to a flank, deal 2 to it. I'm gonna just take out the Narblet.
Okay.
I'll play an Ezra Pause.
Slippery cards. So
You
we
have your
got-
own Generi.
Yeah.
Incense. Naguyani, so annoying. Okay.
I don't want to hear so annoying from you.
I'm gonna play my second Ezra Pause. I'm gonna play my third Ezra Pause. I'm going to discard a Skippy, or no, I'm gonna play Skippy. Sorry, I'm having those reversed.
Capture.
We will capture on Colonel Slime. Play Skippy with another capture, Colonel Slime, and a discard Pip. I'll discard Buck's Bastion, and I'll exalt Naguyani. And then I will ward Ezra Pause. And this Ezra Pause has a Geistoid House Enhancement. Oop. Oop, oop, oop.
See your discard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Martani, not Geistoid. But some logo stuff with Geistoid.
I
on
kind
it.
of wish it would have been Geistoid, honestly,
Yeah.
after that. Yeah. So we are going to call Geistoid. I'm going to
Check it.
play Generi, play Shades with a discard. We'll discard Naguyani to deal 2 damage to each of your flank creatures. That card feels like it could be better. Actually, yeah.
I mean,
That's worth it.
It's play deal 4. That's pretty good, I feel like.
We're gonna go ahead and manifestation for 2 amber, and I think I'm actually gonna hit your discard Pip there to ditch this incensed. And then I will discard Colonel Slime to capture 1 onto Red Baron, since he is elusive.
Sounds good.
Do you? 6. That's what we're saying, though. I think like the Pips could be better. Early game can mean so much for Aember Skies because there's so little creature control. Your catch-up mechanics are limited.
I'm gonna go logos.
Sure.
Play another hologramophone, not house enhanced. I'm gonna reap with Ezra Pause. Look at your hand and draw.
A little bit of problem. Just a few turns too late.
Oof, this is gross.
It's not. I can't even play that stupid
Rowdy Skulls.
Rowdy Scald because he discards half my hand.
Look at that Berserker Slam. Do we all see this Berserker Slam?
Do we all see how you played 12 Geistoid cards? And you don't get to complain right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially since you can do whatever you want now with your logos turn and all of that information. I haven't
This is the
drawn
logos card?
any of that Flint's map stuff yet, which means I'm gonna have a whole lot of not Amber control once I draw into all of that.
I think this is a logos card, so I'm gonna reap with this Ezra Pause again.
I'm just gonna start throwing my hand in your face every time you use those guys. Here you are. Here you are again. Reveal my hand.
We'll reap with this guy. Excuse me, and I will
Shuffle and draw.
shuffle and draw.
While you're shuffling. I need more coffee.
Yes, and thank you for making coffee. I appreciate it.
Blood.
These are not super slippery, but slippery enough where I can't shuffle them. Yep.
Just gonna give it a little bit extra here.
Sure. I respect that.
Even though it's already filtered about as much as you need with half of your
Draw.
logos or most of your logos on the board.
I can reap with this Skippy to archive the top card of my deck. I can reap with this Skippy to archive the top card of my deck. I will call a gramophone. This Skippy. I'll play Connectum Transfer. Put each flank creature into its owner's archive. So Ezra pause. Remove the ward. And then we'll put Transportation Sandals on this Colonel Slime.
It's transposition.
Transposition Sandals on this Colonel Slime.
Oh man.
Check with 14.
Yep, that's a hand.
Not that I'm complaining. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. But this deck literally just dies to one board wipe, right? Like it takes so much time to get some of this going if you're able to just answer the board immediately.
Which is, again, I'm not gonna say it's like the problem with the set, but for Archon, you need to think about it. And really even for I guess I did mulligan, but you got to think about like mulliganing for that too.
I wanted to mulligan for either seeing Skyborn early because I have 2 navigators in here, or the Eureka. I didn't see any of that, but I had 5 Geistoid cards, and I was like, well, guess we're going with this.
Okay, so we're calling Brobnar, in case you're wondering. I need to think about how to
I
sequence
was
this,
wondering.
because I think I can actually do some nice stuff here. Don't know if I can kill everything though. Giving you back that Aember. That's okay. Oh, but I can't play him is the problem. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. So we know Narplet is going here. And we're going to deal a damage here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to put it here.
Sure.
I'm just trying to think through like how to sequence all of this. Because I would like to clear your board this turn and also do some things. So now Janiri is going to fight Skippy.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to play Naguyani to deal 4 damage to this guy.
Got it.
You're going to be okay with this. Question is, do I play this Rowdy Scald or not?
Has to be kind of close to the end, right, of the hand, so you don't get them with the riots.
Oh, maybe I should have done that the other way because I could have. Shoot, I could if I kept this, I could have reaped with this to get that Amber with the Janiri.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Oh, we can take it back.
No, it's okay. There's a lot of sequencing in this set, and this is like the stuff I got to be watching for, especially in sealed when you're just playing with creatures you're not always used to having.
Yeah, it makes sense to me though, right? Because with the Janiri out, you reap, and then you can riot, and then that guy readies again, and then you can fight him into something, and then moves to the Janiri that you can use to fight again. I'm okay with you taking him back if you want.
All right, let me think about that. So, well, because I don't want to. It means I can't use Janiri this turn, right?
Yeah, this
So
just is here like that.
yeah, so I haven't fought yet. We'll reap here. So I gain 1, and then I move this one to my pool.
Yep.
So you don't have to be haunted or anything, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we will Berserker Slam. So I'm going to gain an Amber. I'm going to capture 1 onto... But I don't think I can kill everything now. I'll capture 1 onto Narplet. We'll deal a damage here.
Yep.
So I'll get that back, and then we will... Oh, discard a card. Oh, there's also a discard on that. Okay, Rowdy Scald is going then.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll discard that by hand. I'll discard the Shadies.
Oh.
And then we will Berserker Slam this Colonel Slime, so you will lose an Amber. I do like that Berserker Slam. That's pretty solid. Especially with extra damage pips in the house. Now Red Baron dies if he fights into things.
Did you fight with Red Baron? No,
I reaped.
But didn't you riot?
Not yet. That's what's coming.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll Cacophonous Riot. Damage pip kills there.
Yep.
And we'll hit here. So these three will ready and enrage.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't do this. So Nagu fights here.
Yep.
After fight, deal 4 there. I
Yep.
take 2 damage. Lose the enrage. Red Baron fights here. I take 1 more damage. Lose the enrage. Narplet will reap, so I gain 1, and then I take this one off of Narplet.
Yep.
Okay, we're coming back a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna discard Rowdy Scald. We're going to Cacophonous Riot again to ready and enrage these 3 again. And we'll reap 3 more times.
Yeah.
Just after fight. And I don't have a red key yet, so I'm not stealing either. If I had gotten the red key by now, that would have been something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 more there. They're still enraged. That's gone. And then I'm going to play Strength Within on the Red Baron.
Nice.
So your keys now cost +3.
Yeah. I'll pay that.
Check at 17 for key 1, but you're now on key 3. Okay.
So this is crazy because there was a couple of random ones in here, but all of these are Geistoid cards that I can play. That's what the house enhancements do, which is crazy. Calling Geistoid, I'm picking up my archive. Let's start with.
I do love Narplet though. Like
Junk Restoration.
Narplet with Cacophonous Riot feels so good because just like I can actually use the things I'm enraging.
Let's get that Generi.
Oh hey, look at that! More Geistoid.
More Geistoid. Let's play Junk Restoration, Amber Pip, discarding discarding Scallywag Finn, again the top 3. We'll just get a Ghost in the Sun.
Guess who has no Forged keys yet?
Let's see what you got in your hand there with Ezra Pause.
Hey look, I have Geistoid now too. Sorry.
Ooh, so you have Veil.
No, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about the Veil.
It's not a problem.
Definitely not an issue.
Especially not with Generi on the board or anything.
1, 2, 3.
This one does
4,
not
5,
have
6,
Crepuscular
7.
Rays.
Okay, so you are definitely getting me off this key. Oh, and you can play Flint's Map. Interesting.
Yeah, that one having a house enhancement is not bad. Well, I mean, it's funny because it's an Omni, so it kind of doesn't matter except
Yeah.
when you play it.
A little efficiency that way.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you can in here somewhere. This is stupid. Okay.
What do you... Excuse me? What's stupid? That turn I just did was pretty stupid, but yeah. Geistoid is just kind of stupid, right?
Yeah.
That's really what we're getting to here.
I'm play Edge of the World, move Narplet over, steal 1.
Okay.
Play Generi. Play Terabyte.
None of your guys are elusive either. That's the thing that kills me. Like, I just...
Yeah.
Why are Brobnar creatures so small in this set with after fight effects?
Let's play in here somewhere. I'm definitely haunted. Keen
Yeah,
and
I don't know
Amber.
if I have my little haunted thing. My card. I just have to take my word for it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Guess you don't have to take my word for it.
get prop dusting and I feel like I need creature control here.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Edge of the World.
That being in Geister is kind of nice.
Yeah. Play Ghost in the Sun for the Amber. We'll play Ghoul Keeping on Ezra Pause. I'll reap. Draw. That does go here. And then I'll discard Echo Fly to archive the Ghoul Keeping. I'll Hologramophone to ward Ezra Pause. And I'll pass.
Okay. So I forged for 6.
Yeah.
I
I don't know why I moved that Narplet. That was probably a mistake, but whatever.
I mean, I just have to sequence my turn differently, but it's really hard to turn Narplet off unless you're killing creatures, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my red because I've already got Red Baron on the board. We are gonna call Geistoid. Yeah, it just makes me so upset. Play the Flint's map. In an Amber. Play. Where do I put this Portal Guardian? That's actually kind of interesting. Protecting Engineering seems kind of good, but protecting Narplet. I think we put it next to Narplet. Play Portal Guardian. Nagu fights Janiri. Baron. Oh, is also cannot reap. That's annoying. There's no way to kill those guys. Maybe I should have just reaped. Already had a lot of takebacks. What am I getting back though? Just get Veil back. Against all flags, you're just so high up there already. We'll go ahead and play the Veil.
Yep.
For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do 2. Seven. Reap with Janiri to gain 1 and then take one of these. I don't want to fight because I want to keep that taxing on the board. And then we'll play the in here somewhere to get Veil and Manifestation, I guess. Are there even any? Oh yeah, because I can Manifestation my Berserker Slam. For all of the pips. Did I get the Amber from that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where I'm like stalling, right?
I mean, you can tax me still because I didn't kill that thing from capture.
I don't have it. All my capture stuff I think is gone. I have to cycle back to
What'd
it.
you archive?
Creature control.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair, actually.
I'm gonna call Equidon. I'll pick up my archive. See if I can do this right. Edge of the World to move Narplet over, deal 1. Prop testing to destroy Narplet.
Oh, if only I had Demo.
Yeah.
This deck doesn't have that, but Demo in this set, there's so much capture in this set. Demo is just disgusting.
Play a third of Cliff, a third of Cliff. Just 1/3 shy of a whole Cliff.
Now you play your elusive creatures? Come on!
Against all flags to steal 2. This is actually a tight game here at the end.
Very interesting.
Navigator with the damage to Generi, and then a Red Baron. And I will pass.
No taxing.
No taxing.
Forge for 6. Third of Cliff is red key, right?
Yeah, if my red key
Already
is
screwed.
forged.
I'll go blue anyways. If you would not go past 8, this would be a very different game. Actually, can I? So he's cost 9 right now. You're at 8. I can steal 1 with him. It's not enough. So I'm going Geistoid.
Yeah.
Take my archives. Okay. So, what do I need to kill here? I think I probably should kill the Parabite. Can I do that? Pips. Do you have anything that's more than 1 pip enhancement? I don't think you do.
I have a pip and discard. Capture and discard.
Well, we'll go ahead and play Stratawise. We will Reap with Generi to get 1, move that one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just to keep you from getting to use that, we're gonna fight Parabite. Take 1 damage. Flint's Map to grab. Flint's Legend, which is the action that moves 1 from your pool to Treasure Island. I will play Manifestation for 2 Amber. And I will do for the Berserker Slam. So I get an Amber. I get a Capture. We'll capture on Stratawise. I get a Damage Pip. It's in my hand. I have no scrap effects, so it's just worthless. We'll just rip the ward so you can't get a free fight. And then a discard. I will discard Incensed. It's pretty good. Veil for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Almost everything.
It isn't everything.
Or 9.
Yeah, I guess it's
All
right.
but 1. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Check it. 9.
Yeah. I think this is. I think this ends up being a loss. I can.
I complained so much. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I shouldn't have done that.
Let's go Equidon. Let's see what I can do. Or sorry, not Equidon. Skyborn.
Because you get a draw, right?
Yeah.
And you've
I should
got
probably do that
Deal with
first.
Baron. You've got
Reap with Navigator.
some nice kills.
Draw 2. So I draw 1. I need to shuffle and draw 1 more. This has got to be. I don't even know. I guess it has to be the Against All Flags.
Yeah.
But even then, with the Red Baron Steel, I don't.
Oh, that still only gets me down to 6.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can destroy, reap, steal, and then I didn't get all against all
Wait, does
flags.
it destroy everything?
Destroys each flank.
And then for each time though, so you would kill all of my creatures.
If your red key is forged, destroy each enemy flank creature. Otherwise, destroy an enemy creature. An enemy
So
flank
the first action would kill these 2.
creature. Yeah.
And then the second action kills these 2.
Yeah.
Jeez. There's your creature control.
Yeah. I had
Too late, yeah.
Yeah, I had an energy vampirism and then ghoul keeping. So maybe I could have stalled a touch longer with the Parabite if you didn't get it. So
Yeah,
call
killing
there.
the Parabite was also big. Because I'm so behind now, I just have a bunch of this stuff left.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's I think where this deck is. Like it's maybe it like jumps out of the gate and tries to get ahead, and maybe it takes some games that way, but I feel like if you had a board that I just couldn't deal with, I could only take out a creature a turn at times.
well,
right?
so like we'd have to go back and look at your I'm not saying you did this wrong, but think about it when you're doing those junk restorations, you always went for a Geistoid card instead of like a necessary card. Right? Like you hit a lot of your Skyborn creature control with those, or you're like
Yeah.
against all flags. So like again, it's hard. There's gonna be a lot of decks in this set that don't have enough creature
Yeah.
control, I think. But I think there's also a long learning curve with decks,
Yeah.
especially decks like that where they kind of have all those different options. Okay, what do you want to do next? You would love to play against some thralls right now, right?
I think we're gonna leave it up to the die again. So
Okay, let me pull mine back then.
we're gonna do 1, 2. We're doing. You have a 1 in 3 chance of going against Aember Skies, or 2/3 going against Tokens of Change.
Same.
Do 1, 2, 3.
Let me
four,
ask you
five,
this:
six.
if I'm gonna do tokens, do you want thralls or alpha gamma? An alpha gamma deck is also so cool, but I would like to practice with either of them. I'll probably play both anyways.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's just do both. Maybe I'll crack open one of my sealed ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you
I
get
did
the
1,
other
2,
wins
3,
of exchange
4, 5,
anyway.
6.
Aember Skies.
3.
So we'll just hold off all the tokens. I really do want to play my catfish deck too. I have another one of those. I opened 2 catfish, which is funny, and I opened the Shadow Special Rare. I've opened like maybe 5 or 6 tokens decks, and I've opened like 3 or 4 special rares out of them.
Mm.
2 of them are the catfish, which I like the catfish a lot.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Because Drumble is in Aember Skies, and it feels really good in Aember Skies. So what if you had a 20 power Drumble that might also give itself to your opponent? Wait,
Yeah.
this is your
That's it.
this is your tokens, your fire one.
Yes, this is
So this might not.
what
go
I
too
think
well.
it's cracked. This honestly feels like Coda 2.0.
It does really.
Right.
Like it's Coda, but it also has. Yeah, I guess it mainly feels like Coda, but there's 3 eddies.
3 eddies.
Let's do these decks on here because that one. So I think I've talked
This
about
one you
this
should be able to find.
Yeah, I've talked about this deck before on stream at some point because I've been terrified of it. I did just barely beat it with my double Sky Beast, but I think that was like I had several reps with that deck already, and that was like one of your first time playing this one.
One of my first time, playing against like an actual person. What is
I'm
Blake
glad
call
I
it? Fish bowling.
qualify.
Oh, I played a lot of these decks just kind of like against myself.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair. I tried doing that a little bit, but I mean with tokens, that's still all you can do unless you can do this, right? Because it's not on TCO yet. I think they're.
it's so close. I think it's so
Really?
close. I think
I'm
they
not
were.
excited for that.
I saw that they put on the Discord that you could start testing decks on the dev site, but when people went to go add decks, it was getting an error. So I think there's still a little few things that they need to work out, but I think it's close.
So you cut that, and now we'll put the decks up here. So this is the Veil plus Crepuscular Rays.
Yeah.
But I think I'm low on creature control, so it might be.
So this doesn't have a ton of creature control. It has creature control in each house. The majority of it is in Untamed.
Yeah, this is Citizen X Xeno.
Yeah, Xenovault.
Sweet. This is mine. Sleeves. Odd or even?
Even.
Alright, you got
There it is.
So this deck that you have open, I think is very Archon worthy.
Oh yeah.
It's
Still haven't gotten 100% yes or no on whether or not tokens of change is going to be a legal set to use.
You asked that, and he just literally started talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I get it. You're busy, but also I have a question.
I am all in.
This is a mole for me as well.
But anyways, if anyone is on there and is checking out those decks, 4 whatever that Shadows card is.
Routine
Jobs, 3 Eddies, double Nature's Call, double or not punctuated, but unnatural selection.
Unnatural selection. Yeah.
Like
It
and
is.
Flaxia with the Nature's Call. So like it has tokens, but it hardly cares about playing the tokens, right?
So the tokens actually are interesting because I have 2 Song of Springs. And so because my tokens are untamed, I can, if I tokenize an Eddy, tokenize a routine job, I can just Song of Spring, shuffle those back in.
Yeah. So similar to like, I think Aember Skies has a learning curve. I think Tokens of Change decks have a big learning curve too, because there is so much interesting recursion.
Yeah.
Like with the Titan Outpost and things like that too. Like there's just
Recursion is huge in this set, and you just have so many options. It feels like this deck can kind of find itself against a corner against a big board.
Yeah. Or one big creature that keeps coming back and capturing all of your Amber.
Yeah.
Such as like Yu-Gi-Oh.
not PTSD from that at all, but man, that Sky Beast is insane.
With that deck, just like same thing. It doesn't necessarily have enough creature control, but having the 2 Sky Beasts in it, one of them being the house control, and then the other one being a giant ether spider, like it.
And it's like
It's a
after
lot of
reap,
disruption.
move 1 to your pool.
It's after
too, right?
fight. So
After fight. Okay.
If you don't play creatures, it is a little bit interesting, but I also have Ixnir the Clever in there, so I can get that Amber off of it that way.
Was there still a touch more coffee in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's plenty. Very interesting.
Same. I'll call Logos, play Eddy, and you're playing Aember Skies, you said?
Yes.
I'll archive. Don't mind that question. Don't mind that question.
I mind a little.
And go right ahead.
Yeah. I will call Logos. I'll play Captain Nemo and discard an effervescent principle.
Nemo?
Yeah, he's an interesting card. I don't know why a Logos creature has an amplified effect, but you know, whatever.
Press this to turn it off.
Yeah. And that'll be it. Back to you.
Destroy an artifact and a creature.
It's after fight though, which is kind of. Is there still more coffee, or did you polish off?
I apologize.
I don't need more.
Okay.
I definitely should not have more.
All right, I'm gonna call Logos. I'll play Eddy, archive a card, practical methods, make a token, destroy your guy, and I'll destroy this token, which is Flaxia, and then I'll reap with Eddy and pass. I am scared to play this deck against GR from with all the like purge from discard stuff. Mender.
I mean Mender's rare and also in Aember Skies. Like I have that deck with Mender that you also get what is it, Haunting deck? You gotta be careful of that card too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back into Logos. I'm gonna play an Articulated Wren. I'm going to Worm Tunnel with a Capture Pip, which I just love. So we'll capture that and then just toss it for me to draw 2. These draws are getting a little bit rough. We will discard a second EP.
How many do you have in there? Just 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Good to hear. Good to hear.
I'm gonna play a Connectome.
Ooh.
Which I really hate against Double Eddy, but at least it gets those other cards out of your archive if you want your Eddies back.
What did you? What
Back
was
to
the
you.
creature you archived?
Articulated Wren.
I guess you drew the Connectome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Love
I'm
that.
gonna call Logos and I'll just pick up my archive again. Let's play Eddy. In archive, we'll play Titan Guardian, Eddy, and archive. I'll play a memory chip. I'll go ahead and play Dysania to get one. And I'll pass. Sorry.
It's okay. I think I've not played this deck yet.
Okay.
So I also need to figure out. I think there's a lot of reactive cards in this deck,
Mm.
and that is something that I gotta work through. We're gonna call Geistoid. I'm gonna play Ghost in the Sun for an Amber, and then I'm gonna play Atomic Destabilizer. Now, I think I put this on one of your Eddies, and I will pass there and draw 2. It's at the end of your turn. He captures 1.
Yeah.
And then you will lose everything.
Definitely making it tricky for me. Let's go with Untamed. Discard Mollymawk. I will play Nature's Call. I'll bounce this Eddy and the other Eddy. And I'll play Keyforge. Pass. Draw 1.
All of that.
This Keyforge, I think, is really like what really makes it feel like a Coda deck, because it forges a key using the Keyforge pretty well.
I'm just like, yeah. Gonna call Geistoid. Gonna play a Tribute Collector, capture onto himself, and I'll play a Manifestation for an Amber. Damage on the Keyfrog, and neither of us are haunted, so.
Okay.
Sweet. Yep. Back to you.
I'll call Shadows. We'll routine job, steal 1. We'll play Big Sal. Make 2 tokens. We'll play Cover Operation, make a token, and then ready it. Doesn't really mean anything. And then play Mac the Knife.
I will call Logos. Play a hologramophone. Play daughter. Play deanimator. I think we hit guardian. I've got
Want to thank the GG staff for giving me random 3D printed whatevers, because that's what I'm using for the mineralized token.
pass back, and I will draw up to 7.
Okay. I'm gonna call Untamed,
Yeah.
honestly. Let's start with a Nature's Call. Actually, before I do that, gotta look at these. Yeah. That. Yeah. Nature's Call. Gain an Amber. Do a damage to Daughter. I will bounce the Tribute Collector. And this card back into my hand. I should have reaped with it first, but that's fine. That's my B.
Yeah. You should go for it. Decks at their best, remember?
I reaped with it first. Mac the Knife will action, kill the Daughter, gain 1. We will fight Elusive, fight Deanimator. So this dies. I'll forge a key. And then we'll just have this fight the Deanimator.
To get Titan back, but it's on flank.
And then I'll play Song of Spring. I will gain an Amber. We can leave that guy there. I'll bring back Keyfrog, Mollymock, and Phlox'em. And shuffle those back into my deck. Yeah, shuffle and draw.
Not looking great. Yeah.
This is definitely, in terms of just like fun factor, this just like feels like a lot of fun to play. I don't know if it feels like I'm playing solitaire on your end. Like guys like GR, right? I think is a worse.
I think, like
of
I said,
that.
this deck doesn't have enough creature control. So, like,
Mhm.
you're not even necessarily doing the best stuff that deck can do.
Yeah.
Right? It's more just I just haven't been able to establish anything. We're going to go Mars. Play a Cobalt Capulet. Put a Windshield on him. So he's now elusive.
Okay.
And after he captures, a friendly creature captures one, we'll play Donor Vox, and then we'll intentional discharge. Capture there anyways. Bounce this guy to hand. He readies. Now,
Two taunts and this guy.
Yeah. Trying to think if I want to fight here or just go to check. I think what I do is, oh no, because then you can do that. That's dumb. We'll replay, and we'll just reap. So the question was whether I make him bigger by discarding the donor box, but then you can fight and then kill with the Mac the Knife, which doesn't feel amazing. So
Yeah.
back to you. Reaching for my coffee and it's gone. I just have a need to drink things.
Yeah, I always have like coffee and water for work. It's just I'm calling logos.
Okay.
Archiving with memory chip. Play Titan Librarian. Play Eddie. Archive. So he has elusive, huh?
Yes.
I think I'll go ahead and fight. Takes net 2. And oh, Mac the Knife can reap. I will ready. I will just show my hand. Drop to 6, 5, 6, and then archive with the Titan Librarian. Go right ahead.
I am pickle. Don't forge because of Eddie. So I think I go Mars again. We have Harmonic Pack. And we're gonna kill the Eddie. I'd love if you would play that card.
Sure you would.
Donor Fox is gonna reap. We will pass it back to you and I'll draw one.
Okay.
Check it out.
I'll call Logos. I will play Eddie. Oh, I have to archive with memory chip. Then archive with Eddie. I will play Archimedes with an Aember Pip. And then I will reap with Dysania. And then have Titan Guardian fight Vox. And I will ready.
What do you want to do with Mac? Did you use Mac?
I did not. I'll read with Mac.
Okay.
Drop to 6. Archive with Titan Librarian.
I just don't think this deck has nearly enough creature control. If it doesn't get out ahead, especially. Interesting. We're gonna call Geistoid. We will play Tribute Collector.
Yep.
Capture one. Play Veil for 1, 2, 3, 3 more. Crepuscular with a capture pip, so I get that one. I gain one,
That's so
destroy
good.
him, and gain 5.
Yep.
So that's why I'm playing this deck.
Yeah.
Is because it does that.
You get to do the thing.
The problem is that's all still there. Eddie's still there. Like, not dealing with Eddie here is just filthy. And then we'll play in here somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think this is where I really got to think about if I play to that combo again or if I need something else. I'm not even sure what that would be. Oh. Maybe I do. Let's get Discharge. Pack. I don't know. I think that's probably the way I'm gonna have to go to try and win this. Mars, if any house is gonna kill some creatures, it's probably Mars.
I think I really need to, when I'm playing against especially newer sets, that even just archiving those 2 cards, if I had a way to recur this Dysania, would be huge.
I mean, what you hit wasn't bad with it.
So you are at
15,
15.
and you have how much?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I'm already paying 13.
Yeah, you're so 1 more, you're paying everything. Any more than that, I stop the forge, but I think I'm okay with you just burning all that amber. So I'm gonna go Logos.
Yep.
Archive a card, and that'll put it at 9.
8, right?
Oh, but then I
You'll get
archive.
one at the end with this guy. So you're at, that's 8 there. You wanted to get to 9 to make it 15 total.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay.
Seven.
Okay. So that's right.
So the memory chip gives you to 8,
Um,
unless you're captured.
Plate Titan Outpost. Reap with Dysania, Titan Guardian, Librarian, Eddie, Archimedes, and Mac. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Me at 7. And I will ready. I will draw 3 and archive 1 more.
I'll pay 15 for a key. That's awesome.
Let's do.
Okay. Call Mars. Take Mars.
Yep.
Play Doctor.
Gross.
Play
I have to be careful not to mix my hand in this archive.
Simwix the Bold.
Yep.
Play Windshield on. I'm not gonna play the Windshield yet because it makes more sense. Put that on Simwix because Doctor's already. Yeah, because I'm stopping the key anyways. Okay. We will Harmonic Pack. Archimedes. And you will discard one still.
So even if the 2 damage takes out the Archimedes, you can still do the next effect.
Yeah. It's 3 different clauses. So deal 2 to a creature. Reveal a random card from a player's archives. If you do, deal an additional 3 to the same creature and then discard the revealed card. The discard should be separate. You're welcome, I guess. Probably didn't care about that being in there anyways. Nope. Alright, what other Mars creatures do I have? Think there's anything better than Simwix? Yeah. Okay. So we will play Intentional Discharge. Capture there, return this, ready him. Discard Simwix. Reap with Doctor. Gain 1. Play Simwix. Enters play ready. Give Simwix Windshield.
Yep.
Simwix fights Eddie. Take 1 damage, and then one of your creatures captures 2 from its own side. We're going to put that on. Titan. Mac. Sorry.
No worries.
It's me.
Yeah. I'm going to call Logos. I'm going to play.
Archive.
I am going to archive. I'm going to Positron Bolt there.
It's fun.
This goes to me, right?
Yeah.
Thinwix the Bolt's still alive. He had 1 damage on him. He
It's
gets
4,
1.
right?
It's 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 3, 2. Okay. I should remember that by now.
I
Is
will.
that important so you can kill your Guardian? Or I guess you can use Mac to kill him.
Yeah.
You have so many options, it's just sickening.
Move a card to the bottom of my deck. If I do, make a token.
To be fair, I complained about your other deck and that
Oh.
I beat it, so.
So this is still the token that I made.
Yeah.
I meant to put Dysania under the bottom.
Yeah.
And I also archive a card. Yeah, we'll have Mac just snipe it. I will reap 2 more times. I will play Eddie and archive, and I will pass. I will draw an archive. Draw 3. Shuffle and archive.
Okay.
We'll draw.
We'll go Geistoid. We'll drop Stratowise, play a Tribute Collector, capture 1 onto Stratowise, and we'll play an Energy Vampirism. So I think we'll do Mac captures 1. I think I'm tired of him getting so much value, so we're gonna kill Mac,
Fair enough.
and then I'll get 3. Doesn't put me in check because you have a billion archives with Eddie. And does not stop your key either. I have creatures on the board. That's something.
So I still archive. I forge my red key. And I think
You have the Key Frog.
yeah. Just a matter if I can get the rest of it. Which I think I can. I definitely can. I call Untamed to pick up my archives. I'm going to reap twice. Play Phlox'em for 2. Play Nature's Call. Bounce those 2. Bounce Phlox'em. Play Phlox'em for 2. Play Keyfrog. Play Unnatural Selection.
Yeah.
GG.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That deck is awesome. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
It's a fun deck.
This one is very cool, but we got to see a glaring weakness in its lack of creature control. I do have that,
Which is funny.
would have helped until you like bounced it 3 times, and I was just like, well,
Yeah. It's funny because this deck doesn't have strong creatures necessarily, right? Like the
but it just gets it can if I'm not dealing with them fast, it can just play so many of them just because of its efficiency, right?
Yeah. Agreed.
Which I think is how I should play the alpha beta deck or alpha gamma or whatever it is. Is instead of just like from the start trying to build a huge archives, treating it more like autoencoder, where I'm just playing 5 or 6 card hands every turn until I reach like this critical mass and then just overwhelm you
Yeah.
and then archive a bunch to you.
You have that comes with its own key cheat, right? The
It's an artifact though, which is a little bit less reliable. I'm gonna put these out.
yeah, down to the
And,
last 2.
I mean, of these random ones that we pulled that were randomly playing,
Yeah.
I might hit the bathroom
Yeah,
real quick. You're talking about like what these last 2 decks are.
Howdy, y'all. So I have 2 decks. One Aember Skies, one Tokens of Change. The Tokens of Change one seems like a beast. It's 2 Eddies. We have a Cantina Fiend for the token, and it's triple Mark of Dis. But I haven't actually played this deck. We'll see. It also has Shadows with 2 hit and runs and a Merkins. So have high hopes for that deck. The last one is Aember Skies, and this one just feels more Amber Rushy. We get the Hungry Hippogriff as a Sky Beast. Gives the deck 5 capture enhancements, and then each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each amber from this creature to your pool. So that one's fun because I also have a Veil to go with it. Not a ton, aside from the 5 capture pips and the Veil, not much more archiving than that. We do have a ton of steel though in the Skyborn. A good old-fashioned red line and Edge of the World. So it could be more degenerate, but we get the freedom to potentially just key cheat for the win.
That's your Ember Skies one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Hippogriff one. Yeah, that one's also pretty cool. I'm not going out, Daisy.
Just like, but you moved.
All right, we'll say odds, evens. Did you do yours yet?
Not yet. We'll do odds and evens.
Evens. We got
Even.
Quo of Phonine Burrow. I feel like they just made up 2 words there from other words.
Yeah.
And you dodged the Thrall deck again. I promise this Thrall deck will get played on stream eventually.
Well,
Been talking about it forever.
We could play it next after this, because the other deck, right? I haven't had a chance to play at all. So
Which one?
the Cantina Fiend one.
Oh yeah. This is a Wrangler deck though, so this comes with this is the special rare token for Skyborn. Wrangler is a 2 power with action. Each player gains 1, and then it comes with a 20 power catfish, sky catfish. That says on play, if your opponent has 7 or more amber, capture all of it, and then it has an after fight ability, move this creature to your opponent's flank. So it can kind of over time give your opponent, or basically steal all of their amber if you have the right. The problem is I don't think either of the ones I've opened with that have red skies. And red skies is in this set. So I think you really need the full kind of those 3. But even just as like a miasma, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's very hard to kill 20 power creature, especially against some of these sets.
It's hard to have the right kind of removal for that, because sometimes maybe a board clear is necessary and is fine, but also targeted removal is probably a little bit more ideal.
Same thing though, I have to have a way to kill it. What is interesting about this one though is I think this also has Mark of Dis, so I could just give it to you and leave it there and Mark of Dis you into that house.
Yeah.
At least problem is it would be ready, so you'd be able to just fight with it and then send it back to me, unless I have no creatures on the board. So I don't think that quite works as well as I'd like it to. But it'd be fun.
Yeah, because even if you mark it and then kill it, then they're free from the mark.
Yeah, unless you have. I mean, well, you have Skyborn, so it's really tricky for me to give it to you because I have to kill it the next turn. Otherwise, you could just give it back.
Yeah.
Should also be fun to see. Just see this giant catfish going back and forth, fighting stuff. And it's too small to fight or too damaged.
It just basically becomes an actual pinata moving back and forth.
Right. No one plays elusive creatures. So I have. This is, like I said, I have 2 Wrangler decks. I played one against Dave already, and it actually did well, and I think this one is better, so we'll see. Very different. I need to remember what's in that other one. I can put the deck names in here quick.
This is one of the only decks that doesn't have logos in it that I brought.
Wait, this is your Hippo deck?
Yeah.
That makes my catfish worthless. So I give it to you, and then you play the Hippo.
Yeah.
You just get all the amber back anyway, basically.
All right.
This guy.
Tech.
Just randomly playing all of the perfect combos to what I'm bringing. I also don't know what this guy is supposed to be because he like doesn't have a face, so he looks like a mannequin or like a blank.
Oh,
I don't know what, but then he's just got like a mustache and eyebrows that are like sticks. I don't know. He's very strange.
He's supposed to be some sort of robot.
Yeah.
Maybe like fisherman's assistant.
But also kind of looks like a
fisherman.
catfish himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got maybe it just doesn't like tokens decks.
Well, you're able to do citizen.
I know this deck is in there.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you figure it out.
Yeah. Any of those special characters? Did I have like an extra space or something? Oh well, it worked that time. And then we've got Dr. Sap Builder, Weatherspoon. Oops. Man would help. Just does not like this. Sap Builder. definitely spelled that way. Oh, that one's also gone. Let's see if I can find it on DOK quick.
Anything exciting happened while I was gone?
Your deck didn't work on the deck thing.
Oh, that's wild. I wonder if it's like a timing thing because I scanned this one in maybe like a week ago, so it's fairly new.
I don't know. This one worked once I changed, just did the last couple name or words, but I tried that with yours already.
Yeah.
Odd or even?
Even.
Even. All right, you're just gonna go first every time. Just stop rolling and say that now.
I'm telling you, once you just decide on odd or even, and you just call that every time.
Your life's so much easier.
Yeah.
I nope.
Don't know why I was shuffling that. Can you recut that for me? What's weird about this deck is I don't know what an ideal starting hand is. It's not this. I have de-escalation and veil in here.
Oh yeah, definitely later game cards.
But I think that's what's weird about this deck, right? Is that a lot of the cards feel like they should be late game.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how my last one was too, right? Except for I guess de-escalation. I just didn't have a board clear. But like 2 Ghost in the Sun, Veil, in here somewhere. And there's only 1 in here somewhere because I can't draw 4 in here somewhere like some people.
Oh yeah, I do have a 4 in here somewhere.
Oh, do you have one too?
I have.
I was talking about Sydney.
Oh,
but...
I don't have one in Aember Skies. And hers is gross because
Well, you have one in
GR.
GR? There's
Yeah.
only like 4 or 5 in GR total.
It's like one of the Portuguese ones. Because it has 4 in here somewheres in an island.
Design decisions.
But
Yeah, if any of you saw, Sydney pulled a pretty awesome 4X in here somewhere deck.
Yeah,
She's
it's
been
really
testing.
sweet.
It's really cool. It's got the shards as well for both Geistoid and Equidon, which are both
What's the third house in that deck?
Filthy.
Do you remember?
Brobnar. Berserker Slams. So
Yeah.
3 Berserker Slams. That shard too. But I know because I got to play against it yesterday. It's a very, very cool, very tricky deck though. It's one of those ones where you're gonna have to practice it a lot to really do well. But like if you don't have specific tools, there's gonna be some decks that just runs over.
Yeah.
Because it gets like she had 9 archives
Yeah.
for half the game, I think, and was playing her archives a lot.
But, you know, with Aember Skies having a ton of archive hate, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think there's some potential for, or there's some lines for people to actually like outmaneuver that deck.
But that's where it's like, I don't know. I guess I think of decks more in terms of like Hexad than I do of Archon.
Yeah.
In Hexad, that's a terrifying deck. 'Cause
Yes.
if you don't
I
get,
agree. Hexad, that's gonna be gross.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sydney, while we're on
Yeah.
Sydney, she's gonna be doing a marathon tomorrow. If you haven't heard, so give her some support. Just great person for the community. So
Yeah.
Sydney, I don't think you're here, but good luck.
Yeah. Good luck for sure. Thanks for being an inspiration. in That game. I hate that. I am so sick of that card. I get screwed by it all the time on
Dude,
TCO.
same, honestly. I don't think I've seen this. Recreational Jettison.
Yeah, it's a rare. It's not amazing. I mean, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting the Skulking Saboteurs. There's a Havoc in here, but I don't make tokens, so.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, sir. That's yours now. Go right ahead.
nothing like getting Hit by Talon Scout after already mulliganing down to 5. Well, I guess I'll just steal all of your Amber. Yeah, I'm gonna play Skyborn. I'm gonna start with this recreational jettison. So this is, he was looking at it. I'll get a draw as well. Discard a card, resolve its bonus icon as if you just played it. If a yellow key is forged, repeat the preceding effect. I'm gonna go ahead and discard. It's not the against all flags, in case you're wondering.
I think it's pretty good if you do the against all flags. I'm just saying. 2 Amber.
I want to make tokens.
What?
I'm gonna discard this Havoc.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care about tokens right now. I don't know if this deck cares about tokens very much, anyways. So I don't get anything off that because there's no pips on there. Gonna play Edge of the World, deal a damage there. Move a creature to a flank of its controller's battle line, steal 1. So I'll steal 1 of yours. And then I'll play this against all flags with 2 Amber pips on it and steal 1 more. So you lose that one too. Not quite check, but
let's go Skyborn as well. I'll play Seeker Missiles, Amber Pip, Capture Pip. That is my talent scale. Thank you very much. Safe port for the Amber does nothing until at least one of us forges a key. Reap with Skulking Saboteurs does nothing until I forge a key. Freedom to Be does nothing here, so I'm just going to go ahead and discard it and go right ahead.
This is an interesting hand. I think I just called this here. We'll play Mark of Dis to just kill that. That one is mine.
No.
While we're calling that out, I'm going to play Scullion. It will kill itself.
Okay.
And then I'll play a Bonesaw, which enters play ready because the Scullion died, and I'll Reap.
Fair enough.
And I'll say check at 7.
Do you just have the 1 mark? Or is there 2 in there? Oh,
I have 2.
I hate that. Hate that. Let's go Equidon. I guess in that case, I'll play Trade Secrets with an Amber Pip.
That card also. So that's the other thing in Sydney's deck, has a Trade Secrets with that much archiving is terrifying.
I'm going to discard Gemcoat Vendor, Higher Tula, and a Skrill Swarm. So I'm going to steal 3. And then the scrap effect on Skrill Swarm will let me archive it from the discard pile. So archive that. And I'll pass, check at 7.
What the heck?
Hey, you stole my Amber. It's only fair.
Let's go. This is awful. We'll go Logos. We're gonna play a Titan Engineer with a discard. We'll go ahead and discard Captain Ella. Play a memory chip. Can't even tax you.
4 for 6. What? I have to remind myself, like each Aember Skies deck, like which key do I care about the most?
I don't know that my deck cares too much about it.
I have not found this decision to be particularly fun. I'm gonna do the red key.
Well, I mean, what's funny is like the deciding whether or not to go to 6 against Skyborn is just so much more important.
Yeah.
Or whether or not to go past 6, right? It's like you gave them that, which you would think your opponent has to deal with, but it is like what's way more important is worrying about if they have red line rotation or not.
I'm gonna go Equidon, pick up my archive, play Skrill Swarm. I'll play Sandworm, 2 Amber Pips, and a Capture Pip.
Not gonna be my day, is it?
I'm gonna play Hoist Operations, and I don't want to archive this Sandworm, so I will.
Feels pretty good. 3-pip Sandworm with a way to archive it on play.
Discard Skipper and pass. Not a check.
Hey, me either. I'll call Logos. So I will archive that card off memory chip. I will play a second memory chip with a damage pip onto. I'll put on Titan. I'll play a Goalless Artificer with an Amber and a draw pip. I will Reap with Titan. And then I'll play a group Think Tank. Damage pip will hit there.
Yep.
Check it 6, back to you.
Okay. I'll call Geist Void. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am now haunted. So I get to play in here somewhere.
I'm gonna ban Geistoid from this house. Can't bring it here anymore. Not allowed.
Talent Scout could be hilarious.
No, it really wouldn't.
Yeah, we'll do Talent Scout and Waste Operations.
Oh, it's so filthy.
Yeah. And I think I discard Persephone, Portal Guardian. Because I don't want to get marked here. So
Seems valid.
pass to you, check at 6.
Forge?
Forge.
Yay. Do I do blue? I don't know. You're playing Aember Skies, so it probably is actually more important for your deck than for mine. I'll do blue. Oh, I can always do that. Yeah. We're going to call Logos. So I will archive 2. Those 2. I'll play Howling Pit.
Nice.
I don't know if that's nice or not, but I feel like I'm not drawing what I want, so I would like to draw more. Do I do this first or second? I think I do this second. So I'll Reap, make a token, and Reap, and then I'll play Wild Wormhole. Amber and a damage. We'll go ahead and damage. I'll just hit the armor on the groupthink. Play Streak. I wish that was not on a flank. With an Amber.
Yeah.
Not check because of Titan Engineer. But you also do not forge now. Titan Engineer. Draw up to 7.
Let's go Skyborn. I'll Bomberang the Streak. Does 3 damage to it. Puts me at 7. I'll play Third of Cliff, and I'll discard the Red Baron. I'll pass. Check out 7.
Okay. I will call. You dropped 7, right?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. We're both gonna forget that the rest of the game, so. Oh, what's in here? Yeah, I think we call Skyborn here. He kills flank creatures, and your red key is forged. I don't like that. I do anything about it. Okay, so we will play Balinora, capture all of your Amber. I'm not going to action with this guy. I will play Chandler and Nook there, so he now has font and armor. I'm going to discard Buck's Bastion to exalt that. It's also has taunt and armor. I'll play a Fierce Competition. Make a token creature if you and your opponent have the same number of forged keys. Archive Fierce Competition. So I'll make a token. I'm not worried about you fighting into this, so I don't want you to kill Chandler. Make a token over there, and then this guy will... This gets archived. This guy will reap.
Yep.
Go to 7. Say check at 7. Draw 4. Back to you.
You shouldn't play the creature. Let's go Geistoid. I'm gonna discard Shadies. I'll play Call of Need. Capture 1. And discard AeS Jonathan.
Thanks, John. Just getting him out of the way. Sad when that card is better for doing that than for archiving stuff from your discard. This deck is interesting.
Yeah.
I need to see like what else I can actually do with that.
Play Veil for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
You don't have Corpuscular in there, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Discarding Echo Flight to Archives Veil.
Stop.
And I will pass.
Okay. I will call Skyborn.
Yep.
The thing with this guy, he doesn't trade places with a creature, he just gives himself to you. I don't know if you had read that or not. So he doesn't swap.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll call Skyborn. We'll go ahead and fight.
Yep.
And then because I would have played this first, but neither of us, you don't have your yellow key and I don't have my yellow key, so this card actually does nothing. But
Yeah.
Safe Port just does nothing except give me an Aember. I will go ahead and he's got 2 armor right now. So we'll go ahead and fight to kill this guy. So
Yep.
I get
+1.
this +1. And go ahead and play an Aember Earhart over here, an Aember, and then this guy will just reap.
Yep.
Okay. Check at 11.
Okay. I'm gonna call Geister. I'm gonna pick up my archive. I'm gonna discard Harvest Skimmer.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Hungry Hippogriff. I'm gonna play Veil. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And we'll put it on the giant catfish. Seven, 8.
forgot about the hippo. I should not have forgotten about that card since I called it out like multiple times before this.
And I will pass it to you.
What? I do have an answer. You're still drawing 7, right?
I have too many cards already.
Okay. I will call this and take my archives. You are very fortunate that this is my mark of this.
Yeah, I was actually worried.
That would have been, yeah, that would have been so much better. Okay. Bonesaw fights hippo.
Okay.
Deals 5. Play. Bonesaw enters ready. Fights hippo.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he dies. He would have had 2 armor, but that's hippo is 8. Okay, so now I gotta think through this really quick. So we will. Okay, bye. Draw. Just stop it. Unless you think gonna have a decent answer here. It's possible, but. So that goes here.
Yeah.
Or you can just tell me. So it's another. It should be another 7, right?
It is another 7. Yeah.
6, 7, and I do gain a chain. Oh no,
You
I
gain
gain
3 chains.
I will gain a chain
Sorry.
from the next card.
I don't know if it'll matter.
We're gonna play this out. Okay, let me think here. So I've got Levy of Souls.
Yep.
Aember. So that one's really nice too for taxing to
Yeah.
force them above. So is Evil Eye. And then I'm gonna play a Rise.
Oof.
Yeah. Really fun because I'm gonna call this. If I get back Bonesaw, Freak, Scullion, Havoc. So play Streak with a discard. I'll discard. Had creatures. I'll discard Buck's Bastion. I'll play Streak with an Amber. I'll play Havoc. Play Bonesaw, enters play ready. Bonesaw, enters play ready. And I will actually rule of 6 them by the end of this because oh no. I've played once. So that's 3 plays, 2 uses so far. So I can only use 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, that's sad. In that case, I will Scullion this one and Rapier.
Why not just Scullion to Havoc?
Because I can't use. I mean,
I don't know if it matters either way. But...
Okay, and then I will drop a chain and draw 1 up to 6 because of Howling Pit.
Yeah.
I'll shuffle. Check at 6. I hate
so you are still like you are probably winning this just based off of the key race, right? You're a key ahead of me in the key race. But this at least puts me back in the game. How much do you have? 6, 12, 18, 22. If I get 11.
I hate that card. That's where having the mark of this would have been.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I could have only marked you into Skyborn anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Or you could have.
You only had Skyborn cards.
I had the
Bail-
Hippogriff
Bail-
also. You killed the Hippogriff and the.
Oh yeah, that's Geistoid, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I lose 11. So 6, 10, 11. I wonder. No, I still.
I'll discard Phlox'em
What else
to
do I even
move
do there?
Pass, I would draw up to 7,
Yeah.
but then I draw up to 6 because of this guy, so I just draw 1.
I forge for 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're at 13?
Yeah.
Good night.
This is actually an intense, like end game here.
Yeah. I mean, what other Amber control are you gonna have? Like, if you have you don't have a second one of those, right?
I do not have a second red line. Do not have a second red line.
Okay.
I'm really wishing I had archived the Freedom to Be, but I wouldn't have been able to do some guy storylines that I've done in this game, so I don't know.
Yeah. In that case, I call this. I will levy to make a token.
Yep.
And your keys cost +1. And I will read 5 times.
Yep.
Check at 10. Back to you, and you forge for 7.
I forge for 7.
Drop a chain, draw nothing.
Forge for yellow key. Let's see if it matters. First thing we'll do is call Equidon. Second thing we'll do is de-escalate. Next, we'll reap the wild wind. So it has 2 of these, right? Which is where all the extra amber pips come from.
These are discarded, right? Or just revealed?
They're just revealed.
Awesome.
1 for me. Okay. Talent Scout. Really hoping you drew your fish.
I did not. Actually have no amber control in hand. Which is why I went back into this there.
Yeah. I'll take your Vellum, discard Harvest Skimmer. Play Sandworm, and I have voice operations, but yeah, GG. Yeah, that's what was my out, was you having drawing into the
Well, so that's where with the Arise, there is the option of taking all my Skyborn back and then just playing it again next turn.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help you because that
would have helped me if you'd done that.
I would have just played it that turn.
You couldn't have if you erased it.
Right. No, I would have played it my last turn. My last turn, I used that disc board. I went disc twice in a row there. Right. So on the Arise turn, yes, I can't play it.
I had Talent Scout in Archive. If I had known you had taken it, I would have called Equidon.
But then you don't redline. There's the turn.
I capture all your amber, though.
Oh, that's true. And yeah, interesting.
Yeah. I think because redline doesn't stop you, it gives me a ton of amber.
Yeah.
But I think it's better to just further delay that key race until I'm in a better position.
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know if that would be right or not, but
I can't.
That was a fun game though.
Yeah. One of the issues with this deck is I don't think I can kill Balanora on the turn that I give it to you. There's no creature control in Skyborn.
Yeah. You don't even get a chance.
Creature control is basically the gateway.
Yeah.
But
it was also tricky when you gave me the Balanora. I didn't have de-escalation. The shuffle from the Call of Need helped me draw into it that next turn, but you had the answer to get rid of the Hippogriff. So
yeah, having that second bone saw there was huge. Otherwise I probably have to do a Logos turn to fight it off.
Yep.
Or I guess maybe I could have fought it off with my Well, no, it would have been a Logos turn. So I guess I'm playing the Thralls versus your Katina Fiends.
Yes.
I don't think this goes super well for me. These Katina Fiends just feel... Just how? How does that card make it out of... It's so stupid.
Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. I haven't played this deck. No idea how much tokens I'm actually going to be making.
Yeah. Which is the trick with a lot of the Dis tokens. I think you want token makers in Dis.
And I have some efficiency because I have 2 Eddies, memory chip, and a Titan Outpost, but it feels less consistent than my other token stack because the Song of Springs let me just find. Like, I'm not scared to make tokens, whereas in this deck, I can tokenize the wrong thing, right?
I think my deck is kind of like that too. Let's see. I mean, I've got the Mark of Discs again. So this actually looks, well, it's not super similar, but it's double Mark with Gateway again. But this one also has the logos to back it up. So it's got Newton Shark, Bouncing Death Quirk, Titan Outpost, Effervescent Principle. The Shadows is not great except for the Rigged Lottery.
Are we playing a mirror match? We
houses,
are,
yeah.
yeah. That's so funny.
But like,
my Shadows actually looks
or no, Rich Score is the one, right?
fun. It's not gonna stop much in terms of healing, but
Same.
we have Necklifter and Merkins with double hit and run.
I have a Snack Lifter.
Yeah.
I love that. Because this has Merkins, but no Snack Lifter. And only one hit and run. So, but I mean, again, with Thralls, this is where I just don't know about Thralls. Like, I think you have to hit a critical mass with them within a certain amount of turns. Otherwise, your opponent just kills them to gain their own efficiency.
It's almost a shame that Dis didn't come with a way to just throw up like 8 tokens in one turn, like Dinos did.
I'm pretty glad they didn't.
Well,
With
I'm just
these
saying for
tokens.
Thrall, for like the Thrall strategy.
I mean, I'm not saying Thrall
agree.
needs to be better. I'm just not.
I don't know if Thrall
Thrall
is
is
great
very-
if I'm deciding when I destroy.
I think Thrall is still very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the most broken thing ever, is what I'm saying. Is like, in order to be very good, you have to get a certain amount of them on the board.
Yeah.
Whereas Katina Fiends, every single one you make is better than every creature in your deck. So it's like, why even worry about playing creatures?
And because it comes with the linked rare, the Codex of True Names, right?
What does that one do?
It is an artifact. I'll pull it up. It's basically Hysteria for Cantina Fiends. So, destroy Codex of True Names. If you do, return each friendly Cantina Fiend to its owner's hand. For each card returned this way, return an enemy creature to its owner's hand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I've got Shark for that. And for anything you steal from me, I guess.
I kind of like that I also have a Shadow of Dis in here.
Yeah,
Also,
that's filthy.
yeah.
That could save you against Thralls too if you just need to. Do you have a gateway?
Yes.
That's not what I wanted to hear. It's like, your Katina Fiends are good enough. You don't need a gateway. Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, if I can get you down to 3-card hands consistently, then
I think that's the trick with Thralls, right? Not only having to destroy them on your own turn, but being able to generate them so that way you have them.
right, which takes the Forsaken.
Yeah. You have the Forsaken.
I do have 1 Forsaken,
Okay.
so we'll see.
And that triggers on my turn.
Well, it triggers on any turn.
Yeah.
It's just when you discard a card. So even if you use discard pips or anything, would you just like to go first?
I'm gonna call it even, and let's see what fate is decided.
Every game.
So what do I want to start with in
All
this
right,
deck?
let's see if these decks will show up. Spread Toro, the Nuisance. Sweet Mind's in there.
I think this is a mulligan.
Let's try spawn. Just think it doesn't like your decks.
Could be the case. Could indeed be the case. I'll try to find it and put it up there. Because I do think this deck is interesting. Is it competitive? That is the question we're here to find out.
I think I'm mulligan this. That's a tough one. The higher sass than mine. Higher expected sass, I guess.
Well,
But
we also have to keep in mind that the Cantina Fiend's sass is a little bit inflated.
it's like a 70 sass house. But I mean, so is Thrall. Like, we don't know. Yeah, right. There's not been nearly enough data.
Yeah.
This one is helped a lot by the logos.
I don't know who did the Dis sass scoring.
Well, I'm not going to say it's wrong. Katina Fiends are insanely good.
Yeah.
So are Thralls.
I think the scaling could be...
And you got Mark of Dis back.
Yeah, Mark of Dis is huge.
But yeah, the Aember or the token generations should scale it back because that's cutting out some of your other cards if you don't have ways for recurring them.
Were we on stream when I said that I don't think... When I was talking about Infernus?
No. I can say it now.
I think Infernus would have been fun. I mean, obviously a little toxic, but a little fun in tokens. I think it would have been some interesting stuff to have there. But I don't know. I don't know if how many people out there agree with me on that sentiment. But
what I was saying is that tokens doesn't need it. I think Aember Skies, it would have been fun.
Okay, here's the Cantina Fiend deck. Maybe Twitch doesn't like me.
Yeah.
It's just being weird. I don't understand this app sometimes also. You mulligan too?
Yep. Okay. We'll see. Might be a mistake.
Ooh. Yeah. Logos, memory chip.
Shadows. Shoulder id. Slip shot with an Aember. And I will make a token. I do like this against your Katina Fiends. At least it blanks them.
Yeah. Can I paste this now?
And slip shot is awesome. I love. He doesn't work amazingly in this deck, because I don't think there's a ton of ways to kill my own tokens like in Shadows, but he's a cool card.
Let's go Shadows. I'm gonna play Lurking Hob. I'm gonna play Merkins, do a damage to Slip Shot, play the top card of your deck. Life or alive? Huh? Gain an Amber. Let's do the damage to Thrall. I'll destroy Lurking Hob and do 6 to Shoulder Id. Then I'll play Hit and Run, do 2 to Slip Shot, bounce Merkins.
Blind.
And then I'll play Merkins, do a damage. I hate that either one of these cards is getting discarded, but it is what it is.
Or either side, I guess. All right, I'll take an Eddie.
And that's me.
That was not good.
I do like Merkins being deck. Merkins is a lot of fun.
Okay, gonna go Dis. We will play Streak. And then this picked out Gate Warden, so I will draw a card, discard Lamindra, and then make a token. And we'll pass back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna play Logos. Archive a card with a memory chip. Play Titan Guardian. We'll Positron Bolt here on the Gate Warden. And the Artificer will reap, make a token. Over here's fine. Yeah. And already in pass.
Okay, we're gonna go dis. Reap. I will mark it dis your Titan. Glad you didn't put the token on the other side. I will gateway. Go ahead and board and discard a random card. I'll play Forsaken. Back to you. I'll drop chain, draw 2.
Logos. Archive a card, play Titan Librarian, and pass.
He's actually going to end up doing anything. Go Logos. Play Titan Outpost. Play Groupthink. Discard EP. Chain. Draw 3.
I'm gonna call Shadows.
Okay.
Play Safe House. Play Shoulder In. Play Snecklifter to take the Titan Outpost. It is a Shadows artifact. So I will action, put a friendly creature at the bottom of my deck. If I do, make a token creature and archive a card. So I'll make a token over here. Archive a card. Very sadly, discard this friend. Because you literally just forged from it. Okay, now I draw up to 6 and archive a card.
Oh, buddy. We're gonna go Logos.
Yep.
We will do this first. Practical methods. So I will make a token creature. Force, and then destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. I will destroy token and
The token? Oh, your token.
my token and your token, I think.
Okay.
And when you discard a card, I will get to draw or make another token on my left flank. Okay. I really wanted to kill this so I could fight that guy, but I just think I gotta get that Katina Fiend, especially since you haven't called this in a while. I will reap here. And then I'm gonna play a Wild Wormhole.
Jeez.
See what we get. Ooh, for an Eddie. That is wonderful. Let's put him over here, and I will archive. You do have Merkins, huh? I guess he's in the discard, though. Do you have Recursion? I'll archive this one. It's fine.
Not really.
Alright. I will drop my last chain and draw 3. Check a 9.
Yeah.
Where'd all those archives come from?
Memory.
Oh, memory chip.
Oh man. Let's go. Let's see your Archon card. This might be a little try-hardy, but I'm really trying to force this key through.
You have a key cheat?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Calling Dis. I'm gonna mark the Eddy.
Ooh. Should have remembered those.
Double pipped.
Not much I can do about it.
Play Gateway.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you discard a random card, and then I will make another token. And these are all dead.
The token dies too.
Nope.
I can order that, right? Because I have to. It's destroyed effect.
Right,
is out.
destroyed hits everything. Then the destroyed effect happens, and this comes out. So
Okay.
everything is already tagged for destruction. That's going to be destroyed.
Okay.
So I'm left with one unready token.
And I'll pass turn check at 6.
Forge for 6. And I will go ahead and pass back to you and draw a card.
So I'll forge for 6.
Yeah. That was bad.
All right.
I probably just shouldn't have played the Titan Outpost.
This is my archive. This is my hand. I'm looking. I think it's too good. And again,
Safe house in this set is super interesting.
yeah. I'll call it logos.
Jeez.
Archiving with memory chip. Play Eddy. Archiving a card. Play my own Titan Outpost. This is Shadow, so I can't use it. Right. That's how it. Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I'll shut a chain.
I'll call Shadows. I will play Shouldered. Play Merkins. And I would like to hit a card from your archives. Give me that second mark.
Yeah, that's actually pretty gross. I didn't realize you had your own Merkins, Mr. Secrets.
Two can play that game. Darn it! I'll put him up there. That's garbage. That's probably the worst card I could have hit in there. Play a Lurking Hob. And I will pass.
Okay.
You and draw 3. Man. That was so bad. Draws are kind of struggling a little bit too.
You only have one Merkins?
Yeah.
But you have a hit and run.
I do have one hit and run. Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know what a good play is here.
Not seeing Shark by now has been pretty bad. So those artifacts are just doing so much for you.
I think I'm gonna go Logos. Archive a card with memory chip. Let's play Wild Wormhole first. play Gate Warden, make a token. Okay. Let's play Practical Methods, make a token, destroy a friendly and enemy creature. I'm gonna hit Eddie and Thrall.
Working Hob.
And I will Titan Outpost, move this to the bottom of my deck, make a token, archive a card. And that is me already. I draw these two, shuffle, and draw 4 more. Or 3 more. That's my last chain.
This is pretty awful.
This is an interesting game because I have options in each house and none of them feel good in particular. So it's just like, where can I apply the most pressure?
I'll this and take my archives. Play a Soul Snatcher. Damage onto sure if it really matters. Let's put one on the Gate Warden. Play my own Gate Warden with an Aember. Make a token. Reap with Blood Shard.
You cannot reap.
Huh. Huh. Do I fight into that guy? Turn 2 Aember? Yeah, Blood Shard fights Gate Warden.
Okay.
And then we'll play an Unbinding.
So we both gain 1?
Okay. Play an Unbinding, make a token. And if a friendly creature was destroyed this turn, archive it.
Do you draw? Do you flip?
No.
Okay. Take a look here.
And not quite a check either. But you also cannot reap now. Oh, buddy. That snack clicker timing was just awful.
Okay. I'm gonna call this and pick up my archive.
Yep.
After a creature is destroyed, its owner gains 1. First, we'll Shadow of Dis, so all your stuff is turned off. I think he still has...
Nope. Text box.
Cool. I'll play Codex of True Names. I'll play Levy of Souls. I will mark the Gate Warden. I will fight that thrall. I steal 1. You
Is it
gain
all
1.
creatures?
Huh?
Is it all creatures? Or just opponent's creatures on the shadow?
All creatures.
Yeah, so you don't steal.
Oh, sorry. Enemy creatures. Until the start of your next turn,
Okay,
each
so you
enemy
do steal.
creature's text box is considered blank.
Okay.
Yeah. So I steal 1.
Deal
I'll
3.
deal 3 to a friendly creature. Sure. Will fight shoulder it. Steal 1. You gain 1.
Right, but you steal it.
Yeah. And then I'll do 3 to hit. I will play my own Blood Shard Imp, and I'll do the 2 damage from Mark on this other thrall.
The 3 marks in there, or you just redrew that?
It's 3.
Oh.
One of them got tokenized. I moved it to the bottom earlier.
Right, I do get an amber from that though.
Oh, that does let you forge, doesn't it? Pass to you. Check at 9.
Okay. Forge for 6. Have to call this. Take my archives. I'll play my own levy. I will play Cinder. Don't have taunt yet. I will reap with Gate Warden. Gain 1. He blows up because of Blood Shard. I gain 1 more. And I will Binding to make a token. Here.
Yep.
And ready up Biscuits Archives. And I will shuffle and draw.
5 forge for 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Triple mark is too much.
This is shadows.
Because I think this set has to play creatures unless you have something like, well, even your crazy one still needs to play the eddies.
Hmm?
Your other one also has to play like the eddies,
Yeah.
right, to win. So this set definitely has to play creatures to win.
Okay. You're gonna love this.
And I tokenize my second one. Mark.
No. I wish. I think that'd be, I don't know, maybe not game, but close. I'm gonna play Shoulder It here.
Okay.
I'm gonna Sneck Lift your Levy of Souls.
Oh yeah, because you put him on the bottom. Yeah, Snack Lifter is filthy.
We will go ahead and use Levy to make a token. Keys cost +3. I will Safe House Sneck Lifter. And I'll play Hidden Stash. Archiving a card. I'll play Sneaky Feats, make a token. I have not stolen anything, so it does not get archived. What were these? I will Titan Outpost the Blood Shard Imp, because I think the Soul Snatcher just gives you an out there. I archive, and I'll make a token. And I'll ready and pass.
Oh man. I will call Logos. Play Darwin. Rocket Boots on Mob. A shark. Destroy Merkins and my levy. So I gain 1 from destroying my Merkins.
Yep.
Destroy Darwin and your levy. Gain that. Going. Destroy token and safe house. And Aember and keeps going. So we'll kill shark and your outpost. I'll gain 1 more. Flip. Of course it's work. Check at 7.
Let's go shadows. I'm gonna reap with Shouldered. I'm going to play Brand and give you 1. Play Hit and Run and do 2 to the Brand. Bounce Shouldered. Actually. Bounce this token. I will play Flip Shot, make a token. I will play my second Hit and Run to kill Brend. Deal 3, gain 1. And I will bounce this token. And Slipknot actually readies. I will reap with Slipknot. Or should I fight into the Cinder? No, it's probably fine. We'll Titan Outpost, Slipknot, under, make a token, archive a card, and pass.
No. The problem is, I've been holding this card since turn 1. And I just probably tried to get too much out of it. Especially with your Mark of Disses. I should have just been...
Yeah.
Because I can make 2, and then this makes a 3rd, which means I would steal 2, which is not enough. So, GG.
GG, that was close. I actually thought you were going to pull that out there after the...
That card is what killed me. You got so much value out of it. Like, so much value.
The memory chip?
The marks were bad too.
Yeah.
But those turns were only set up because you had that out for so long.
Yeah.
Also, like, my very first tokens were Bouncing Death Quark, and then you got that with the...
Merkins.
I tokenized one of my marks. So that... I don't know. It's interesting. I think I still have a lot to learn to play with this deck.
Yeah.
It's still a very good deck. But I need to really think through structuring those turns. Or just not play it against Mark of Dis decks.
Yeah.
Or double Merkins.
The Codex is interesting. I never really had... Like, I kind of had whatever cards under here. Like, that would have been nice to have, but... You know, it's like, I don't need to do the Codex
Right,
thing.
but being able to hold over the bounce on my creatures, like, just being able to hit my creatures whenever you want with bounces, not bad. Like if I'm
Yeah.
doing a bunch of capture or whatever, or if you wanted to get past that, is it all of them?
It's all Cantina
Okay,
Fiends.
so you can't like
Yeah, I can't
just bounce
choose.
one in. Huh. So I mean, it stole a couple, but like that end game, even if I had been able to steal enough to get you off check,
Yeah.
I don't know what I do against those fiends, because they can just.
Well, especially since you put Soul Snatcher out, because you're like, I guess it decentivizes me a little bit from fighting with them, but if my guy survives, I'm just getting the Amber you would have gotten.
Right, but otherwise I'm just losing that Amber. So like, I don't know. I think that was still
It's tough. Yeah.
probably the right call, but yeah. I should not have played those other artifacts probably. How you feeling?
You playing those artifacts was a
Yeah.
surprise. I even mentioned to you how I have
I know.
Snack Lifter and two.
Well, I
hit
just
runs.
thought I would find the shark faster.
Hmm.
Or you wouldn't be able, or you would tokenize at least something. But you found all of them. You got one more in you, or are you about?
No, I think I need to get going actually. As fun as this is, right?
Yeah.
It was good to finally play this deck and see how it likes to play.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I definitely token several of the token decks. I'm gonna have to play a lot to really.
There's a lot of skill testing and tokens of change for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I really like I really like tokens of change because I feel like you and Aember Skies because there's always like a line you can take. It's maybe not going to win you the game, but I never feel like I'm taking a turn that just maybe unproductive in winning, but
Well, I mean,
completely
so like,
unproductive.
game
turns
one
is-
was a great example, right? Like,
Yeah.
you got ahead so far, and I did not have scaling Amber control.
Yeah.
I still got back into that game.
Yeah.
It took a while, but knowing that is possible, even with like, yeah, I don't know, that always makes it fun. And yeah, I don't know if I could have. I guess I could have played around. Yeah, Americans.
Well, you can't really play around the Merkins.
Or not Merkins, but the
Snack Lifter.
Snack Lifters. But I mean, even the Merkins, like, man, that's so good to have in there because you could hit my own marks and you just mark me into whatever with mine, and then you have 3 of your own. Like that's tough. Like the 3 marks in there is brutal.
One of them's enhanced with an extra Amber pip, so it's 4 Amber between the 3 of them, which is nice.
Yeah.
On potentially being able to just steal a turn from you, right?
Yeah. Which you did when you played it. I had no logos. Which again, because I wasn't able to archive much either.
I also think the double Bloodshard Imp is really interesting in this deck because the Cantina Fiends want to fight. So I can fight to steal your Amber, and you can reap and just slowly destroy your board, and then I just have my stuff to reap with, right? I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know.
interesting. They kind of shut off some of the like shadow stuff you want to do, right? Like the slip shot or whatever. Probably wants you to sit there and reap while you kill your stuff.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like readying the slip shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you're like, and you have the hit and runs too, so you can you'd have to have other 2 power creatures, I guess, but you can hit your own creatures next to slip shot to ready them each time with the hit and runs. But yeah, the eddies too. But I think just the archiving you got early game was
Huge.
It was so huge.
Yeah.
So I need to maybe mulligan for Shark next time, and not hold. Like I also would chain myself pretty much the whole game with that card, like which was just too greedy.
So you steal if we have the same amount of tokens?
No, it's I make a token then steal for half the amount of tokens I have rounded up. So I can get 6 or 7, but like even then, thinking about 7 tokens, I steal 4. Is that really worth like trying that hard?
Yeah.
Instead of just getting the tempo of stealing 1 or 2.
Especially since your tokens want to die.
The thing is,
Right.
I was never even going to steal 2. That was what was so hard. I never had more than 2 tokens on the board. And that's what I'm saying about is if you cannot get more than like 3 on the board, then I don't think they do much.
Yeah.
Well, especially against archiving. Against other sets, maybe. Against Aember Skies, they might be fantastic because Aember Skies is already low on creature control. and doesn't do as much archiving, unless they have Geistoid.
Yeah, I think it can be pretty detrimental to some mass mutations. Like that pod, I think can be pretty detrimental to a lot of mass mutation decks because autoencoder a lot of strategies for mass mutation is just discarding to archive as much as you
But
can.
who's playing that right now? Especially like your deck is just better. You just steal the autoencoder instead of like, ooh, I get to discard one, or
Yeah.
if I have the Forsaken out, I get to make a thrall.
Yeah.
So, and even that guy's like, he's weird because I want a gateway, but I want him to be on the board. So it's like I have to have 3 or more on the board, then gateway with him there to remake 3 more tokens. It's just like,
Yeah.
then he's gone, and I have no recursion in that deck either. So I don't know. That's interesting. I'm sure there's some alliances you could do with thralls that are filthy, but I don't have the Obsidian Forge either, which is
Maybe if you had an Horizon there. Is Horizon tokens of change?
yeah, because I had it with the Ballerina,
That's right.
Balanor, whatever that is. Cool. Thanks for coming over. This is
Yeah.
fun. I'm loving these sets. It's been like these are just fun games, even when I
know.
complain.
No, I agree. These are a lot of fun. I think Aember Skies against Aember Skies can definitely feel not fun, but I think pretty much every game that I've had.
I mean, single deck sealed. So that's what we did last Monday. Was interesting, but your last game, you were in that one, right?
Yeah,
Like, that was super close, even though your deck was pretty rough.
It was not great. I don't know, because I lost every game. I lost every game that day.
Yeah.
But the first game was really close, and then the last game was really close.
In your game against me, I just played.
Yeah.
I had like 5 creatures on the board
Yeah.
by like turn 3.
I could have just like gone and gotten a snack.
Or was that? I did that against Braxton. I don't know if it's as bad against you.
I think I only forged a single key against you.
But anyway, so I think it's okay for Aember Skies is okay for single deck sealed once you kind of know how to play it in sealed. Like you have to prioritize clearing creatures a lot more and stuff. I'm really interested to see Sealed Alliance and get some practice for that.
I think it'll be fun just to see how that'll play out at KFC, right?
Yeah.
Because both the Open and the World Seal Tournament are going to be Aember Skies. So I think
Oh, but not the qualifier.
Not the
Qualifier's
qualifier.
G- Okay.
The qualifier's
I was like
GR.
one of them is GR, but no, that makes sense. Yeah, the qualifier's GR.
so I think just getting practice of
Yeah.
doing Sealed Alliance with Aember Skies is huge.
Yeah. Should be good. And then I think after that, we're going to try and do Tokens of Change, Martian Civil War. I know they put aside a box of tokens for us, and we're getting more Martian Civil War, so that should just be filthy.
Do we have enough time? Is it ending like Halloween or is it ending mid-October?
End of October.
End of October?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we have time. I know they ordered it, but we actually have pre-release kits for this coming one, so that'll be fun. We'll
I'm
get a
really
little bit
excited.
cheaper.
We really need to at least put that in more places. I don't know if Austin.
I know. It's hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is like people we know that aren't necessarily on the Discord all the time, so.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyways, thanks again for coming. This is a blast.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching. Whoever's still hanging around or watching on YouTube, let us know if you've got some fun stuff you're finding and stuff we're doing wrong or whatever. But we will see you next time.
Good one.